Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
Back to talk the final Vanderpump show of the week. This is The Valley, season 1, episode 5, the D word. Make sure you're liked and subscribed here and on our TikTok. It's all of our Vanderpump coverage, all of our Bravo coverage, and all reality TV outside of that. Brian, this wasn't a very happy episode of The Valley. I don't know if they foresaw this, but this first season is going to be kind of setting the foundation, I think, for where the series kind of goes. Obviously, marriages on the brink or starting to, really crack. Obviously, talking Jesse, Michelle, Jax, and Brittany. Jesse and Michelle has been presented very badly from the beginning. Jesse is not physical with her. Jesse also just, I don't know, just seems bothered by all of this. Not really seeming to be putting up a fight for his wife, who seems to be, and especially after this episode, very clear that she's basically done.
Yeah. This season reminds me of like what would you would think would happen in like a season 3 or 4 of a show where like everything should be all like lovey-dovey and
Yeah.
happy, and then like then like you find out about the rumors and like
They
marriage
finally
is
got
all an act.
famous and made some money, and then they
Yeah.
start, this cheating scandal. Like
It was like each episode is this year of the, is like a season of the
dog
show.
years.
Right. Right. It's like dog years. Because yeah, I mean, I don't know which one. I mean, I would probably put Power Rank Jesse and Michelle as probably like the what you say DE dead.
DED dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they are. I mean, we know now, frankly, like since then, it's been announced that they are like fully separated. Like, I don't know if the divorce has been filed or anything like that, but it's not going back. Um, yeah, and it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I frankly feel like we'll get to know both of them separately. Kind of really don't know anything about them other than they're in a really unhappy relationship, right? And
yeah,
frankly, for both of them, not really like they should be concerned about how they come off on TV or their characters, but I do think seem maybe as people they can get a restart because they just like I said, they just don't seem to get along at all. And she is like fully done. She admitted at the girls' night to Brittany that like she doesn't really think she even wants to make it work.
yeah,
That's there can be problems. You can say you're not happy and stuff, but when someone's saying they don't think they want to even make it work,
yeah. It's done.
that's done.
'Cause
Um,
their kid's 3 years old, right?
Yeah, something in that range. A year older than Jax's kid, and Jax is 2 at the time, or
Yeah.
Cruz. Yeah,
So they said like they haven't had sexual attraction since then. That's what it was, right?
yeah, that
3 years,
was.
9 months.
Yeah, he said that in that episode before or something, or like they hadn't. I they were talking about Jackson Brittany being like a month and a half, but like I think it's been like years almost for them. Like I it's the vibe and like how that convo last week had been like.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Everyone who's watching knows exactly what we're
I think
talking
that
about.
literally might be like the last time they,
Yeah, the whatever the couples
whatever
therapy
the
thing
baby
scene
like
is in.
conception was
I
exactly.
don't know, just the way he was talking about like, oh, I'm gonna hold it over. I'll just let I don't even remember their kid's name. I'll just let her know that mommy ruined it. I was like, dude, what who says stuff like that? That's
Why
so
are you
such a
saying that
weirdo thing to
already?
say. Such a weirdo thing to say.
Oh, setting sides, pitting sides. You're gonna come off like spoiler alert, bud. You probably are the loser here. There's also
Yeah.
some secret about you that somehow Luke knows something about you. So you had to have basically done something in public because who the hell else does Luke know?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, of all the people that does it, but I think he finds out. I think Kristen probably knows something,
Well, Kristen knows everything.
of course. But I mean, that's the preview. That's kind of what I'm kind of looking forward to next week. Like, this is like the little nugget that we have. Like, hey, put this in your pocket and remember this for next week
This
because
is gonna be like the death knell of it. It's gonna be like the nail in the coffin for them.
yeah,
Unfortunately, too, we know Jackson Brittany things have not progressed well. Um, I heard on a podcast clip today that Brittany was on another show. She said that obviously we know that she is living separately, living in an Airbnb. She said she's been there since January. So it's almost 3 full months, I think, since she's been there. It's basically like setting up the legal separation time,
yeah,
probably.
wow,
Like, which is tough, but she said that it's like they get in bad fights. You kind of see the stuff tonight. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what Jax goes to therapy. I think he goes like once in a blue moon and doesn't really address the actual issues because Jax has this crazy tendency, man, to go for the kill, up the ante in a fight.
Yeah.
Um,
One upper.
she's talking about feeling like crap, and he has to say, "Oh, and you want to be a mother? Like, get it the f to get." Like, oh, I'm really worried about it. What are you worried about? There's
Yeah.
just boozing every night and going out. Like, guess what, dude? When you get older, you drink less and it lasts more. It hurts more. Like, welcome to being an adult, bud. He
Yeah,
just like
that was also
such a
weird comments.
regression.
Yeah, totally weird thing to say. And just like when he's going into the therapy, he's just doing like his old like Vanderpump confessionals where he just rambles and he's probably not saying anything of importance or bug-eyed.
What he did tonight. I just can never make myself happy, and I just find myself always trying to please everyone, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, you're just listening off lines that you heard people in TV shows and movies say in therapy. Like, you're an asshole. You're selfish. You don't admit you hate. You have anger towards your mother. Obviously, you have anger towards your dad, and your dad died, and you probably never resolved that. Guess what? Like, you had plenty of effing time to try to resolve some things. Like, you treat people like crap. You got on a high horse, and guess what? Now you're probably back hanging out with Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz again, even though you were shitting on them like not a year ago, like you were Mr. Family Man, an adult, and now you're gonna be crawling back to them. So it's just tough. I don't wish ill on him. I wish well for Brittany. I feel like this dude, frankly, her life would have been way better off never meeting that guy. She would be better off staying in Kentucky. Honestly, I'm not saying that she regrets her kid, but it's just like, this is the crap she's had to go through and all of it in public for this dude, for it to fall into the obvious thing that we all would have said 10 years ago. Like, oh yeah, obviously that's going to end in divorce. Yeah. Like, it's just a shame.
Mm-hmm.
We get him next week. We get him and her in the Vanderpump episode next week.
Do you think this is another like fade into
I think it's testing the waters. It's going to blur the lines there. I think it's going to, like I said, maybe lead to some crossover eventually. Excuse me.
Yeah. They could even make it like 2 hours and just kind of like, if they want to bleed both shows together, like maybe 1 or 2 weeks, like the Valley's giving a little more, so they're going to focus on that part of the cast and then fill in, like you're saying, especially if like certain people are leaving, like Ariana and other cast members, and like maybe to hold the weight over until they do a full transition, maybe they'll like kind of. I'm just making this up on the spot. This can't hit me right now, but yeah, I don't know. I'm interested.
It is interesting, honestly. Yeah, I mean, besides that, there wasn't really any major storylines with other. There was the girls' night. They all had fun together. We mentioned the stuff with Luke and Kristen. Still, all they talk about is how they have sex.
Oh yeah, her confessionals
so
are
gross.
brutal. Yeah. Oh well, I'm not having that. That's not a me problem. People that brag about how much sex they're having, they're not having that much sex. It's a lie.
Or it's just like, I'm sure it's just gross, boring, like whatever, dude. Like, yeah, I'm sure you're having porn star sex, but like,
no one is jealous. Like, no one is jealous.
No one.
Not a single girl is jealous of you, dude.
I do like Kristen though. Kristen went to the girls' night, left early in the morning, left her full wallet and keys, and they had it blurred out. She had a vibrator that she'd brought with her and left. Like, she's a monster, dude. Who brings a vibrator overnight to girls' night when there's like 12 people there?
You're going for one night. I don't. It's a different world.
I love Kristen Doty. All-time TV character, though. She needs to be on House of Villains. She needs to be. She'd be a great House of Villains character.
Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah, but I mean, she could be like a season 3 person for sure. I mean, she's not in season 2, but I don't know. Her confessionals are getting like more and more cringy to me. Just like, I don't need to hear about your sex
because it's like we've known about her for like a dozen years now. It's like you're gross. We know. It's fine. I don't care. It's like seeing my like cousin now like talk about having sex at this point. Like, I just don't want to hear it. Like, it's all good. The rest of them are talking about it in the context of like being parents, and that makes sense. That's like a logical conversation and something to be examined on a show about parents who used to be partiers and blah blah blah. So like
Date a 32-year-old.
up like a 30, like that's like a stud 32-year-old.
Yeah, she acts like she's dating Channing Tatum. It's really what
The dude doesn't even want to live there with you. He's just like, but he also is fine with getting you pregnant. There's so many layers there. We need a therapist on this show one time to help us like diagnose some of the issues with these people. I need a reunion for the Valley though.
I just don't think we're gonna get one.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I need it.
It'd be nice. It would definitely be nice. There's a lot of shows not getting reunions. I mean, I don't know if you saw my.
Your Love and Hip Hop thing is a bummer.
Mad about that shit, man.
That's a real bummer. I like how that to get.
It was reunions. That's like one of the main reasons I'm watching these shows. Like, why did I cover the season if I'm not going to get a reunion?
I'm not going to get resolution. I don't want to wait a year to like see like where you pick up 6 months later. I want to know how you pissed off you were.
Yeah, I want to see people
a month after.
Yeah, please.
If you want to see people pissed off about things, we'll be reviewing Survivor tomorrow night. Survivor and Amazing Race, our CBS Wednesday block. Also, I'm going to figure out a way to get a review done for The Circle. Season 6 premiere. I don't know how many episodes it is, guys. I'm telling you, it's probably going to be like a 5-minute video review of the entire 4 or 5 episodes. Sorry, like I'm the problem, whatever. But like, check out my review to get an idea, and then you can go watch some other shows. Hour-long discussion about their bot chat bullshit. If it's worth 10 minutes, I'll give you 10 minutes, but I am not making any promises. That show is going to probably have to play in the ultimates of backgrounds, and I probably can't even start until like 7:00 tomorrow. So
I'm going to say it's probably 5 to 6 episodes. Yeah, that's. I mean, I'm going to watch it, but
I'm screwed.
It might be lower than Challenge on my list. That's saying something.
Thursday, like getting bumped to Thursday. Sorry, guys. Maybe I can do like, frankly, you know what? Maybe I'll get an episode in. I'll do the premiere and like throw it up, and then I'll give you I'll literally do what we did for the ultimatum. They may be very scattered, but I'll give you 3-minute reviews of each episode. They come out whenever the hell I get to them. That's probably what I'll do. It's honestly easier. Check out TikTok then, and here on YouTube, I'll post things. We post things everywhere. But for myself, Brian, everyone at the team, thank you so much for watching. Deuces.